Howdy there, folks. I'm here once again with another episode of I Played a Thing, Demon's Souls. Join us, won't you? Last episode, we took out the Armor Spider to finish 2-1, the first section of Stonefang Tunnel, and we got started on 4-1, the Archstone of the Shadow Men. Finally got our revenge against Vanguard, the tutorial boss. Did a little exploring, but didn't quite penetrate all the way into the final sections in the boss, so I do believe that's where we're going to pick up now. Yep, Shrine of Storms, just where we left it. In the early part of the level, we will only have standard model skeletons to deal with, as per our first trip through. So, nothing too big there. Who is that? Well, I'm sure we'll find out eventually. They're not coming out of their rolls with their, leading with their almost guaranteed guard break. Also, mind the bows. Gotta mind the bows. There he is. That's what I'm used to seeing them lead off with. Ooh. Taking a few on the chin here. Yeah, that's why they made Crescent Moongrass. Probably going to want to start upgrading that compound longbow I got last time pretty soon. Because, A, it would be good in the... Oh, goodness. When did you wake up? Because it would be good to have a decent bow to begin with. And we can start upgrading it in order to use that soul from the Armor Spider. This is going to be our first boss weapon. And quite a useful one. Now, we have met Blacksmith Ed, who's going to be our source for boss soul weapons, but there's one more thing we're going to have to do before we can get Ed to make them. He will not be able or willing to do that right away. But we will cross that bridge when we come to it, and would you please lock onto them? There we go. I may not be focused on magic this time out, but decent magic stats. And a decent starting spell means that I can augment my other abilities with a little spell slinging quite nicely. I don't believe there's anything else in this courtyard that I... Oh, hi there. I can't really hit you, can I? No, I don't think I can. Oh, no matter. I think we've done pretty much everything we can do down the hole over there. Just going to grab this. Adjudicator. So if we want to do a little of the glorious Nippon action, we now have that option. Anyway, yeah, as far as I can recall, we covered the outside of this fog gate area pretty well. So we will make that our focus. Hey! Bad enough when you attack me to my face, storm beasts. Not cool when you go behind my back like that. Come on, you. I know you can see me. There we go. Ooh! I'm in a little more trouble than usual with the plain vanilla skeletons and bow skeletons today. Kind of ripping through my crescent moon kind of quick. Now there is a type of enemy that is not to be taken lightly, so before I do away with the bow guy here, I'm going to make sure this guy doesn't aggro on me. This is a dual katana black skeleton, and they are the enemy that can very rarely drop the pure bladestone, and are in fact the only possible source for pure blade stone. So, there aren't even many of these guys, so farming them is not easy. Come on, you. And do something? There we go. Whew! Okay, I thought that excuse me, I completely forgot that they could poise through attacks so well. It hasn't been a super long time since I played through this game last. Really not all that long at all. But long enough to forget some things. And you could also see that the dual katana black skeletons are quite resilient. I was not doing a lot of damage there. Ooh. Oh man, why am I having so many skeleton problems today? You need to maybe buy some more Crescent Moon in the not-too-distant future. So that's what's up there. That is another black skeleton. Nothing we really need to worry about right now, but another opportunity to perhaps run into one. Ooh, got me with the big one there. Alright, I suppose there's not any particular reason you need to see all this again. What I'm gonna do is cut, and I'll pick back up with you at that first black katana skeleton. We'll give him another try. Well. So yeah, 4-1 is usually one of the easier levels in the game. Usually. Let's try that again. Lost a bunch of souls there, but what can you do? I will rejoin you as soon as I get back up to that black skeleton again. Okay, here we are again. Storm beasts are going bananas. Get over here. Alright, we're gonna try some... Oh, damn it! We are going to try some magic on Mr. Black Katana Skeleton this time. That also does terrible damage, so we're not going to be doing that. That is kind of their trademark attack there, that... Woo! That flying double katana strike. That will fuck you right up. And I'm now down to 1 Crescent Moongrass. It's usually not too difficult to fish backstabs on these guys, like so. Not doing great at it currently, but... At least it does a little more damage than your basic strike. Which, as you can see, they can take quite a bit of. Okay, that's it for the Crescent Moon. No, you don't. Although it greatly hurts when you do get hit by it, the flying scissor strike is really not all that fast, and it's a really good opportunity for a backstab if they whiff it. There we go, at long last. Ah, the Adjudicator shield. That is a nifty shield. When I'm not under fire by all these stingrays, I'll take a look at it. It is not a 100% physical block shield, which is a major downside to it. In fact, it's not a 100% block of anything, but it does have a nifty quality. As we shall eventually see when I'm in a When I'm in a safe place to look at it. That is clearly a trap. Which I set off anyway. But it is a trap without very good aim, so I don't really have to worry too much. And I don't know if it's just selective memory or what the story is, but I really do not remember the Storm Beasts usually being this aggressive. Now, how do I get over to that? Clearly not from this direction. So we will have to find another route. Stop shooting me. Where Where this actually leads, I am none too sure. I clearly do not remember this area as well as I remember some others. Oh, there's our first gold skeleton. As you can see, they have a fuck-off big cleaver-style sword, which hurts a little less than you'd expect, actually. Oh! Mind the storm beasts, though. They can block very well, though, and they do hurt. And they do poise through things. All the skeletons here are good sources of blightstone, just only the black ones can give you the pure kind. And even then, not very often. Lots of gold ones here. I'm really none too sure what this is. Ugh! Hate Storm Beast. As you can see, getting whacked with that big cleaver sword type of deal does knock off a great deal of your stamina. Oh my god! Getting really tired of this. Once I get this skeleton out of the way, I think I'm gonna kill some of them. Okay, die already, thank you. Going through all my half moon now, too. Okay, fuckers. Show your face. Oh, which one's shooting? That one. Okay, fucker. Okay, I can't hit them for little green apples, apparently. And I'm in actually very genuine risk of death here. Okay, well that's one down anyway. I demand more. At least I can one-shot them with my soul arrow. Oh, there's a drop back here. One I did not notice. Ah, okay. Cloudstone. That is a drop from the storm beasts. Also, there's something here. Was that the thing on the other side of the gap? Yes, it was. Man, I'm really gonna need to restock my grass. As you have no doubt guessed, your most reliable source for Cloudstone is the Storm Beasts. And just the one there. Is he going to come within range? So I've had enough of leaving them alone while I try and deal with other enemies. They will just shoot and shoot and shoot. Again, in ways that I do not remember from previous playthroughs. How about you come to me? That's how we do. Those big lunging L2s work pretty well against these, I see. Which does sound familiar. Ah, another fog gate. We must be on the right track. Now, what exactly is here? This area I remember particularly poorly. No immediate dangers, although I will not suffer you to live. You get back out here. Oh, shiny up there. Have to figure out how to get a hold of that. Alright, fucker, where did you go? Fucker seems to me my word of the day for the Storm Beasts. Fairly appropriate one, don't you think? Considering what they've been doing to me this run. There you are. What, you don't want none? That's it, turn around. I was ready for that one, huh? No, there's a little grass, I suppose, although it's one that is of a quality I don't want to waste. Still, we will no doubt need them eventually. Okay, is there any way I can get over here from my current location? That appears to be a no. We go to the catwalk here. You know, if there's no storm beasts around, let me take a quick look at that Adjudicator shield. Wait a minute, I hear something flapping. Okay. The Adjudicator shield. A large wooden shield. With bright colors, the scene of a dead man's judgment is drawn. On the reverse side, an adage is carved in old letters. It's too bad we can't read that. Actually, just for shits, let me see. Nope, can't even see it on the model. Oh well. Now, the gimmick of the Adjudicator shield is that, again, it is not particularly great in terms of actual defense, but it has an HP restoration quality. And even if you don't actually have the shield out, like if you're two-handing a weapon, then just having it on your back will also give you the HP regeneration. So that's a good thing to equip as your shield if you do a lot of two-handing of your weapon. Now, which way do I want to go now? What do we got out? Oh, Crystal Lizard. Can we catch it? Can we catch it? We can. Somewhat surprisingly. And some Dark Moonstone. Not something I have any immediate need for, but, you know, eventually. Perhaps. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do in the long term with weapons here, although I will probably continue to build up my standard path winged spear. And the Regenerator's Ring, which I believe is another HP regeneration item. A strange ring of unknown origin indeed recovers HP a little at a time. There is a green jewel in the center of its unique design, inside which is encased a thick liquid. Ooh, liquid center. Those are the tastiest. Nothing in this direction. I suppose that was just for the crystal gecko. Gecko. And for the Regenerator's Ring. Both of which, if not immediately relevant to my interests, are still quite nice to have. Alright, what's lurking in here? Nothing immediately. If I go up, I'm sure that's going to be a way to get that treasure over yonder. But what have we got here? We definitely have a trap. Well, let's go ahead and spring it. Does it rearm? Not immediately, anyway. Oh, I know where I am. I am at the entrance to the boss room. So we'll want to finish our immediate explorations out here first. Never did get to that black katana skeleton near the beginning of the map. I forget how to get to that. May have to come back for that, because I don't know what's there, and it may be something I don't want to miss. Like, this is where I was before, isn't it? It sure is. Oh, the beam. The beam goes all the way over. Very sneaky, Demon Souls. Yeah, in any Souls game, you have to have a little tightrope walking deal like that. At least one. Ah, the Grave Robber's Ring. This is like the Thieves' Ring, except instead of regular enemies, it makes you less detectable by black phantoms, and that does include invaders. An ancient topaz ring. It subdues your soul, making it difficult to be detected, I can't even read today, by black phantoms. Well, for now, I will keep my fragrant ring handy, just in case I need to throw any more spells at anything. Now, where was I going? Oh, that's right, it was on the lower floor, wasn't it? I do believe that to be the case. Right, this way. Okay. I eventually figure things out more or less, in most cases. Is there anything out here of relevance to me? No. Looks like I already claimed a thing here. Yep, okay, that was the way to the gecko, and one, yeah, and so on. Okay, down there on the stairs we have a katana skeleton. We have anything on the other side of the stairs? Not. Alright, friend. You can go ahead and aggro like that. Maybe do your big flying attack and give me a... No, we're not going to do the big flying attack, but we will give me an opportunity for a hit at least. Oh, there we go. That's most obliging of you. What are you doing? Ooh! Man, that takes off a lot of stamina. That's why you want to sidestep that instead of blocking it when you have the opportunity. Especially because that makes it a lot easier to backstab them afterward. Also, apparently they have a little trouble reorienting themselves after getting up from a backstab. I might be able to capitalize on that. Alright, what do we got on the stairs here? Some half-moon grass. Good, I needed some of that. And here is our boss fog. Now this, as I mentioned in the last episode, is, for my money, the easiest boss in the game. I have literally never died to it. Which means, of course, that I will this time. I'm completely expecting it, but we will try not to. And it is the Adjudicator, just as depicted on that new shield of ours. Now you can stay up here and shoot down at the boss from the top, and that actually gives you a good shot at his head, which is what we need to attack, just like the Tower Knight. However, staying up here is risky. Reason being, the Adjudicator can use his tongue to smash the walkways. And you don't want it smashing a walkway that you're standing on. Oh! Nice hit. Full credit for that. Now, the Adjudicator is this big, beefy fella with very slow attacks. Problem is, you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything to hurt him by attacking random places. It just bounces right off his fat. Another thing that helps is you hear that squeak when just before he uses it. Just before he attacks. That's another nice telegraph for you there. So it's that bird on the top of his head that we actually need to attack here. The bird is not the actual Adjudicator, but kind of is his life force. And how are we to get to the bird? Well, again, we could shoot down at it from above, but that is rather more dangerous than actually fighting him on the ground here, considering how slow he is. Now, what we have to do is attack this cleaver here that he's bleeding from in his side. The Adjudicator is quite strong, so you don't want to take hits, but you can see how easy it is not to take hits. And just like with the Tower Knight, once we have access to the weak point, we can fuck his shit up. There we go, almost halfway there. Thanks to a convenient two-handing opportunity. We want to attack the cleaver jobby there. Now, in New Game Plus, I have never actually been hit by the Adjudicator, which contributes to why I've never actually been killed by him, because I understand in New Game Plus he can be kind of dangerous just because he will almost certainly one-shot you. Oh, fun time again. Can we get him this round? Not quite. Oh, so close. Wonder if I could get a shot off at him with my catalyst. Let's try. Not easily, to be sure. Nope, guess you can only really do that from above. Oh well. Oh, hi, tongue. That tongue is what he does to, destroy the walkways if you're up there. Usually don't see him use the tongue as a closer range deal. Kind of stuck behind the wall here, which is not great. Took a little damage there. If this was New Game Plus, and if it's as bad as I understand, we would be dead right now. No, we want to attack that. So slow. Well, he can crush you against the wall, like you saw happen to me there. That's really probably the most dangerous thing about him. Aha! And blow. There is our boss trophy, and yes, my perfect record against the Adjudicator remains. Which is kind of a relief. Also, very nice solo word for him there. Possibly because we're taking this level a little earlier than the game expects us to. Don't know if that for a fact, but it is 4-1. Very nice soul item, and I noticed on the way down, we've got some other treasures that I did not attempt to get to, because I did not want the Adjudicator making me fall from a great height by tonguing me down. That sounded a little naughtier than I quite intended. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, that's always welcome. Fairly uncommon item. Anything else on the way down that I missed? I do not think so. It looks like we are set to move on. I'll get on down there to my Archstone, and then we're going to come back and see if I can find my way to that first Black Phantom Skeleton. And we have the Swollen Demon Soul, appropriate for the Adjudicator. Ostrava, you have anything to say about these latest developments?
But perhaps...
Nope. Just to be absolutely sure nothing stupid is going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and spend some of these souls before I go re-soulify myself. Drop off our items first with Thomas.
Thank goodness I was...
The Uchi Katana is a keen and thin-bladed katana. It was forged in a distant country. The long black blade is heavier than it looks. If mastered, it has a high attack power and causes enemies to bleed, but there is a flaw that the blade breaks rather easily. It's a fairly standard Souls katana, not much durability, and it has a bleed property. This game does have bleed build-up, however, it does not work the way it does in the Dark Souls. It doesn't just build up and then do a big whack of damage all at once. It is a DOT like poison. Anyway, we don't need that right now.
We are indebted to you, for you fight on our behalf.
Actually, I haven't tried to talk to Thomas lately. Does he have anything new to say?
Thank good I was... Saints, sages, and all manner of wise men watch over the halls of this Nexus. This rejuvenating sanctorium is a fine place for the slayers of demons to rest their weary bones. I too must contribute how I can, for we are indebted to our honorable defenders.
That was a new line. And Thomas, you're more helpful than you know, because with this game having a carry equipment burden, then, yeah, you'd be in a lot of trouble if we couldn't drop stuff off with you.
I too must...
Okay, that's it for him.
We are in debt.
Always a pleasure, Thomas. Now, Baldwin.
I can
We need to fix our usual shit. Oh, I did check in after the last episode to see, if the different upgrade paths were dependent on which blacksmith, and yes, that is the case. Boldwin here can only do regular and quality upgrades. All the other ones you have to go for Ed. You have to go to Ed 4, I should say. You sell any grass? Yeah, you sell crescent. You could use some of that. But maybe I'll deal with that after cleaning up my souls a little more with some leveling.
You come back.
Thou sent soul of the mind.
Okay, where are we gonna go from here?
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
So I'd like to bump that vitality up a little more.
Strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Yeah, let's bring it in line with our endurance. Still got plenty of room for more leveling. We got a lot from that level and from the Adjudicator fight. Well, let's see, what else shall we do? Let's give each one more of those, and that is all for our soul capabilities for now. Haven't improved our attack stuff in a while, but we're doing okay damage for the immediate, I think. Can't remember if she ever has any new dialogue.
I keep the candles lit and serve the brave demon slayers who are trapped here. I keep the
Okay, that looks like it.
Art thou done? Main that...
I'm sure it will, thank you very much. And with what remains of my funds, I'm just going to go ahead and grab me some more crescent moons.
I can.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, a nice 20 of them we can afford. Yeah, why not?
You come back.
Now, what I would like to do... Actually, I'm going to do two things before I start looking at doing any new levels. As folks helpfully pointed out in the comments, that last treasure in the armor spider area, there was a ramp leading up to it. So let me go see what's up there. Wow, yeah, that's a really obvious ramp. How the hell did I miss that? Because I'm me, and because I can miss anything when it comes to navigation. So what do we have over here? Ah, a Chris knife. This will probably not be particularly useful on this run, but as this game does have two endings, I will be doing a second run, cut down as my usual. And the Chris knife might be a very nifty thing to have for that, if I stick to my current plan. I think in the Atlas localization it was just called the Chris blade, so minor difference, but one I think I remember correctly. The Chris knife is a small sword used for incantation ceremonies. An old rune is compactly chiseled into the blade. A catalyst for old incantation ceremonies. The wielder's magic ability increases, however, magical damage taken also increases. So it does drop your magic defense, but your magic power can get pretty significantly boosted. This weapon is also possible to upgrade with a rare upgrade material that we will see later. Again, if I recall correctly, which I may not. And the more you upgrade it, the better things it does for your magic. Now, before I head back to the Shrine of Storms, it occurs to me, I done forgot to snuff myself. We had better take care of that. I don't want to go screwing around with the world tendency before I'm ready to. Right. And now we see if we can't find that place we missed before in the Shrine of Storms. Okay, where we need to go is... Now, god damn it! It keeps happening. Where we need to go back to is, or where we need to go to is generally back in, hey you. That is becoming very satisfying. Oh! And this is going to be satisfying too. Or not. It'll eventually be satisfying. There we go. Let me go through all my newly purchased crescent moon grass. Anywho, so if we're going back that way, then I gather what we're going to need to do is use the hole here. I'm having a whole lot of luck here. I am quite disoriented, I must admit. Yeah, I've definitely been this way. This can't be right. Yep, I remember this spot. I remember it quite well. Oh, that would be a gecko, wouldn't it? I think I remember that one. We did just kill a boss, so they did just get another spawn cycle. Alright, this is where Blige was. Since I defeated the boss, he has moved on to 4-2. We will be meeting up with him again in due course. Oh, I'm under the hole again. God, I'm lost. No, this is Sparkly. I mentioned I was going to look up her trade options, and I did, but now I've forgotten all of them. I should really make a note of them so that I can come here later and make any good trades that I have the items to do. Oh, well, at least I found the gecko again. Can I catch it, is the big question. That's not what I wanted, but it'll do. More Dark Moonstone, which I probably don't care about. Alright, you know what? I may look up a map later, but for now, I have had quite enough of this shit. Wait a minute, did I just find it? Just as I talk about giving up, I actually find the right location. Oh, me. That's so me. Alright, dude. Give me your big flying strike. Thank you, that is exactly what I was asking for. Let's see if I can exploit that little random flail that it did before. Kinda. Sometimes when they're twisted like that, it's not easy to quite get the right angle for the backstab. That time it was. And a nice big R2 to follow up. We'll take care of that. Now then, is what's over here actually worth all that fuss? Now, lots of soul remains. And... ah, Crescent Falchion. Crescent. You know, I can never remember which one is pure magic and which one is, like, some magic. Ah, well. Either way, that will probably be of some use when I go through the game, knowing that's there. Or when I go through the game a second time, I should say, because I think I will do a magic-focused run, as I often do in my second playthrough. It'll be especially fun in this game, because magic can be broken as fuck in Demon's Souls. Okay, what was I doing before I moved on? I want to do something before I moved on. Well, we always want to drop off our stuff with Thomas. The falchion is a slash-based weapon whose main attack, by way of thrusting the blade, inflicts heavy damage upon soft flesh, but conversely has limited effect on metal armor and hard scales. And it's another weapon with a bleed property. That's nice. You can put away the Chris knife as well. Now, I remember we were pretty close to leveling up. I can't remember if it was my spear or my shield. We just needed some additional regular shards, I think. Let me see which that was.
I can...
Okay, the winged spear. Yeah, we need 5 standard splinters. And for this we need 1 more large splinter. Okay, we can probably go buy those 5 standard ones, I think.
Do come back.
Now, I can't remember if Filthy moves after defeating the armor spider. Let's try. Ah, good, he's still here. How many did I need? 5? Okay, that was... shit, now I've forgotten if it was splinters of hardstone or sharpstone. God damn it. I am not on the ball today at all. I think it was sharpstone, right? 5. Pleasure's all mine, sir. Now let's hope I actually bought the right kind of stone.
I can...
Yeah, we can upgrade our Wang Spur. Marvelous. What do we need for the next level? Ooh, then we start running into chunks. We're going to need some standard splinters. We're going to need a bunch of large splinters and 1 chunk. And fortunately, we have a chunk, so we'll at least have that ready for the first time we get into chunk territory.
Do come back.
Alright, I still got 3,000 odd souls here. Anything useful I could do with those? How close to a level is that?
Thou then, soul of the mind, key to...
Alright, we would need 5,229.
From its vessel, I shall await. I am here.
5229. Let's go ahead and pop some of our consumable items. Got some of our boss souls here. And the Vanguard does drop a sub-boss soul. How about a renowned soldier? How much is that going to give me? 800. On a renowned hero. 1,000. Okay, we should be able to do one more renowned soldier, I believe. If I've got my math right. Yes, that will do.
Thou then soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
Gonna keep pumping those,
So the world might be made.
those meter stats. My,
So the world
stamina and my health meter. That'll do me for the immediate, which will then leave me with 555. And I can drop those into some more crescent moons.
It's in trade with your... Do come...
There we go. You know, there's going to be a little editing of all my running around, trying to find that landing in the Shrine of Storms. And there will be the usual editing outs of load times. But I see we're about at an hour in terms of raw recording here. And I don't think that's really enough time to get a reasonable start on 2-2, which is the next level I'm going to do. Actually, let me think about that. We can't do 1-3 yet. We have to completely finish another Archstone first. 2-2 is a pain in the ass, but we could do it. 3-1 is long and somewhat demanding. 4-2 is quite possibly the most difficult level in the game, so we will not be taking that one anytime soon. And 5-1, yeah, there's no reason to do that one right now either. So yes, 2-2 is where I think we're going to go next, and since we'll be able to start off the next episode with it, getting through it should be no problem. For now then, I think we're about ready to call it a day. Might be a slightly shorter episode than we've been having lately, but they've been kind of running long, so that is no terrible thing. Alright then, folks. Had a few unintended deaths this time, so not quite as good as last episode, but kept my perfect record against the Adjudicator, so yay for that. As always, it has been a pleasure, folks. Glad to see you, and hope to see you next time. Until then, this is and Salad, heartily signing off. Today's Rough Justice has been brought to you by Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Anonymous Benefactor, John Madigan, Sanguine Games, Misha Van Doren, Frank Grizzy, Tim J., Lolo De Puzzlo, Joshua C. Ritchie, Jared C. Rice, Sonic Rose, EX Potemkin, Mechasaurus, DG Jono, Doug Russell, Dodecalope, Patrick Bellinger, Jarogue, Martin Schoenmakers, Mayo the Hedgefox, Hildegard Argelmach, IGV, Jazel, Joseph Hall, Hot Mayo Sandwich, Dan Larson, K. Ivan Rupert, Tiny Shopkeeper, Charlie Dunst, Kikoskia, Kobo4231, Alex Beyer, Yuka Takeuchi Fan, Chaotic Narrative, McCaffrey Crandall, Mystery Accent, Lakota, Mei Yan Ling, Renaman, Fate Everywhere, and other judicious patrons. Thank you all once again for helping me keep the lights on. Subscribers, comment crew, and everyone in Viewerland, thank you for making this whole crazy channel a lot more fun. Have a good one, folks. Keep on rocking in the free world, and I'll see you next time.